Good morning, children. Today we will start our second chapter of English literature, Marie Curie, A Radiant Life. What do you mean by a radiant life? It means life full of happiness and love and taking time to take proper care. Before we start the chapter, let us discuss about the writer Evie Curie. She was born in 1904 and was the youngest child of Marie Curie and Pierre Curie. She gained her name as a painter, writer, and a biographer. This extract part is taken from her famous biography, Madame Curie, which was released in the Reader's Digest in the year 1959. Do you know who Marie Curie was? Yes, she was the first woman to win the Nobel Prize twice. She, with her husband Pierre Curie, discovered the polonium and radium. This radium helps us today for the curement of cancer. She had a bright and extraordinary mind. She also worked as a tutor and governess to earn her living. So let us begin our chapter. I am going to explain the biography of Madame Curie. The name of Marie Curie before marriage was Marie Sklodowska. She was born in the year 1891. She was a citizen of Poland but had to leave Poland before due to the political reasons and went to the Sorbonne and joined a science course over there. She devoted her time in studies and lived a very simple and normal life without any friends. She worked as a tutor and governess and earn her living, and from that little income she pays her room rent, for clothes, and also the fees for her study at the university. And when she wanted to eat, she brought only 2 eggs or a piece of chocolate with some fruits for herself. So she did not get a balanced diet, for which her health had to suffer sometimes. Marie Curie met Pierre Curie in the year 1894. Marie Curie met Pierre Curie in the year 1894. He was French scientist, very genius, and devoted his life to scientific research. In the meantime, both came closer and Pierre proposed Marie to be his wife. But Marie thought if she married Pierre, then she had to leave her own country, Poland. So time passed. Finally, Marie agreed after 10 months to take the decision to marry Mr. Pierre Curie. They were living in a little flat without comfort. Pierre's father offered them some furniture, but they denied. There were only books, 2 chairs, and a white table in their room. They were living in a little flat without comfort. Pierre's father offered them some furniture, but they denied. There were only books, 2 chairs, and a white table in their room. There were some written works on physics, a lamp, and a bunch of flowers on their table. In the meantime, she tried to improve her housekeeping wisdom. She invented dishes which needed very little time to prepare, as she was busy with her subjects and experiment. Now she became very accurate and careful to make her dishes. Also, she done her experiments in the same careful gesture with a laboratory burner. When her daughter Irene was born, she faced much difficulties to maintain her family and scientific experiments. But her husband Pierre gave her support. She managed to try her house clean, watched her baby, but also worked in the laboratory for the most important discovery of modern science for the benefit of mankind. At that time, Pierre and Marie worked on different research. But when Pierre realized that Mary's experiment was in rapid progress, both of them started working together on the same experiment, and he left his own research. And in the year 1898, they announced the discovery of a new element called polonium. It was named after Mary's beloved country, Poland. In the same year, in December, again the couple announced their second discovery called radium, whose radioactivity they believed to be very important for the curement of cancer. At the same time, she was dressed in old, dusty, acid-stained long shirt. She even forgot to comb her hair. Her eyes and throat was stung or infected. Her eyes and throat was stung or infected due to the bitter smoke released by the experiment. But they were happy in these days. They needed money to continue their research. So they continued to teach the children to get some extra earning. They are so busy in their work and teachings, even they forget to eat and sleep. Finally, they achieved the purified radium, whose radioactivity rays are really very much useful for the curement of cancer even today. And that was the rise of new radium industry. Now the couple Curie had two choices: that they can describe the results of their research, including the process of purification of radium in front of others, or they could consider themselves to be the owner of the invention of radium and manufacture radium throughout of the world as a business to make it profit. But Mary thought that physicists always publish their research completely, and in no other ways we turn into to get profit from it, as it was used to treat disease such as cancer. So we should not take advantage of their invention. This decision made them very renowned person all over the world, but could not make them out of from the poverty. On 10 December 1903, the Academy of Science of Stockholm announced the Nobel Prize in Physics, half to Henry Becquerel and half to Monsieur and Madame Curie for their discoveries in the stream of radioactivity. Mary received 70,000 gold francs for the Nobel Prize. In this money, she cleared her loan to Pierre's brother, her sisters, gave donation to scientific societies. She gave to her students and friends of her childhood. She made a modern bathroom and reconstruct her old dirty room, but she forgot to buy a new hat for herself. Keeping away from the honored, she now made timetable of school and the laboratory. On 19th April 1906, in a hot and humid rainy day, Pierre accidentally met with an accident and was died in front of a loaded horse cart. The government proposed her a pension, but she denied. She told she was strong and young enough to earn her own livings without any help. This shows she was very brave lady in nature. After Pierre's death, the Council of Faculty of Science decided to give Mary her husband's post at the Sorbonne. This was the first time in history in French higher education that a woman been rewarded as a professor with such an important post. On the first day of her lecture in the amphitheater, which was packed with people, she got a storm of applause after her speech. All of the audience enjoyed her speech. Then she again stand and said, when on consider the progress that has been made in physics in the past 10 years, one is surprised at the advance that has taken place in our ideas concerning electricity and matter. All of our audience gets emotional with tears in their eyes and roll down their faces. Marie Curie had resumed the course at the precise sentence where Pierre Curie had left it. Tears rose to the eyes and rolled down the faces there. Now the last page. Now she was famous all over the world. Sweden awarded her the Nobel Prize in Chemistry for the year 1911. She was the first and the last lady till date who has got the Nobel Prize 2 times in 2 different subjects in physics and also in chemistry. Till the end of her life, she worked with passion and dedication to her work. On 6 July 1934, the brave and the intelligent lady left the world forever. She was buried beside her husband Pierre in the cemetery at Sioux in front of her family and thousands of people who loved her very much. So this is the end of the chapter. So please read the chapter 2 and 3 times. The meaning of hard words are given below. But still, if you have any problem to understand the things, I will make it clear after the reopening of the school. The question and answers I will send you in WhatsApp. So please follow the government rules and stay at home. Stay safe. Goodbye.